So at this point, the majority of the return has been completed. We've done the federal section. We've gone through some income. We've gone through deductions. We've gone through our health insurance. We skipped over the state section for the time being. That'll be in a subsequent video. And we are on to kind of our final checkout. So at the screen that I'm at right now, we are at the summary page, and you have the two different ways of looking at the summary page. You have the summary version, and then you have the 1040 version, which we've already looked at if you click over here on the 1040 view. So what we're going to do is just scroll down real quick to the payment section. We can see that we have EIC in here. We have $1,395, which tells me that as I click continue here, it's going to take me into my EIC due diligence 8867. So let's go through and answer this guy. We're going to start off. Was the taxpayer spouse non-resident alien? No. Is the taxpayer spouse qualifying child of another person? Nope. Do you continue the return based on the taxpayer? Did you complete the return? Yes. Did you interview the taxpayer? Ask questions? Sure did. Good deal. Did you review adequate information? Yeah. Did any of the information provided by the taxpayer or third party or reasonably seem jacked up? Nope, it was pretty straightforward. Did you satisfy the record requirement? Yep. Going to give you an opportunity here to enter in what we used, and I'm just going to say reference scan documents, scan docs, and then use spell check to fix my error. Great, thanks. Did you ask the taxpayer whether or not she could provide, he or she? Yes, I did. Did you ask the taxpayer if they were disallowed in a prior year? Were they disallowed? Nope, everything's good. Is this child intended to be qualifying child of anyone else? Nope, my kid. Is this child currently or intended to be? Nope, my kid. Did you explain the tie-break rule? In fact, eligible to claim EIC for the number of children on whom EIC is claimed? Yep, everything's straight there. Did you explain to the taxpayer that if the kid has not lived with the child for over that? Yep, we explained that. And everything's good there. Does the child reside? Yes. Have you determined the taxpayer is not released? Yep. Do you certify that all the answers here are true and accurate? Well, we have a fake taxpayer, so sure, according to my fake taxpayer, everything's true and accurate. So we're going to click continue here. Next page is just going to show us the EIC eligibility. Do you actually qualify? Answered, 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 answered. Now, in the event that you answered a question correctly and it disallows that taxpayer from them claiming that EIC, you'll see this turn to red. And just because it's red doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that the taxpayer's not getting EIC based off of the responses that you provided, which were true and accurate. Or you may have screwed something up and need to go fix it. So this is kind of your visual check that lets you know whether or not you've answered things correctly. Okay, go ahead and click continue. You have miscellaneous statement, and or at this you can put this in. You can maintain these privately so that they will not go to the IRS. And in the event that you need to go back to the EIC checklist, you can just click back. If you need to jump into the subsection of the EIC checklist 8867, just click right there and it takes you into that section. Now, once you've answered these questions, going back into the return, actually a new feature for this year, it will not require you to go back into them. It would just advance you on to the end of the return, and then you would have the option to then go back to that portion to make that change. So hopefully that's clear as mud. Everybody already understands the 8867 due diligence checklist, how to answer it, and that it is an it's imperative that you go through and answer this thing correctly, maintain the documentation, supplemental documentation, and all of that to avoid any sort of penalties for non-compliance with due diligence. So hopefully you're clear as mud on how that works, and everybody's ready to go. So hopefully that was helpful. Thanks so much.